So anyway, um, so anyway, I realized that, people tampering with my businesses and stuff like that behind the scene. I want to speak to something really quickly because y'all know how I am, and I do speak to things as soon as I can possibly speak to them. Somebody said that what I had experienced or what I am experiencing is karma. Baby, I haven't done nobody wrong. I've been the one that's been done wrong my entire life. I just choose to stand strong in my shit as opposed to, playing a victim or doing whatever. This is probably the most vocal I've ever been about anything that I've gone through or anything that has been done to me. And I'm still not as vocal as I could be. I'm just selective with what it is that I'm vocal about, this time around. Because I know that as I move forward, things they'll improve. It's just that there are going to be conditions that I don't agree with. And I can tell you that. And that's why I'm like, I don't really want to be involved because I can see already that this is going to be an issue. And I know my personality type and I know how I move and I know what I feel. And I know that integrity is a really, really important thing for me. And that's not necessarily something that seems to be of utmost importance in this situation from what I'm seeing. I'm not sure, but just from what I'm gathering. Okay. I don't know too much about, people tampering with my businesses and things like that while I'm 18, 19, 20, all the way up to 30 years old, where I'm raising children, going to school and working my jobs and investing in my businesses. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, there's something going wrong with my business. And I know that my operation is ironclad, right? So there is no karma attached to that, sweetheart. All right. Like, that's a young woman taking care of her family, working, going to school, studying, doing what she's supposed to do, holding down a household, taking care of everybody that she can possibly take care of in addition to her family. Okay, so I don't know too much about what karma you're talking about, but I would encourage you to elaborate. I would love to address whatever it is that you guys keep talking about, because it's not just one or two people. People keep saying that. They're like, oh, it's karma, it's karma. I'm like, for what? Tell me what it is that you feel like it's for. What is it supposed to be for? Or have you just tried to comb through my past and you've tried to find and nitpick things to see what you can possibly count as karma to justify the shit that you've been doing? Because we can have that conversation as well. I welcome that conversation for sure. Because let me tell you something, I have never done anything wrong to anybody. But one thing I do know is that it's always somebody in my face being fake. It's always somebody in my face lying. It's always somebody in my face putting me in a fucked up situation without my knowing. All right. And I know for a fact that I didn't do anything to deserve the shit that I've been going through. And I damn sure didn't deserve the shit that happened to me when I was a child either. Or let me guess, was that karma too? All of that was karma, huh? 7 and 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 12 years old. All of that was karma, huh? Right. Let's move on. I will never justify abuse of somebody. I will never justify, somebody being victimized without their knowing. I'll never justify somebody being sabotaged without their knowing. I'll never justify attacking somebody who didn't fucking deserve it. And that's just that on that. Period. So I know for a fact that what I've been doing is it's going to help. It's going to help somebody one day, and I'll be all right, because I know that that's part of my purpose, is to make sure that my journey does help somebody. even though for some reason I am just like, I'm hidden from everybody. And that has most definitely helped me to understand, you know, what all has been going on and how it's been going on. You know, it helps. It definitely helps. I think that the people who are saying these things to me indirectly, because it's not the person that I see at all. It's just they're other people that are talking and saying things or whatever, right? If you think that somebody going through what I've gone through in my life, all my life, is because I have done something small to someone and then someone blows it out of proportion or some shit like that, probably didn't even know that I had done it because people don't want to, communicate. Right? So you think that that is something that deserves everything that I've been going through. And you don't even know me. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's just a suggestion, but maybe you should not be listening to me. Because you clearly do not know enough about me to make any fair judgment. All right? I've loved very hard throughout my life, and I've endured a lot of bullshit without answers, without solutions. And I picked myself up every single time, and I moved forward with no remorse, no anger, no animosity, no grudges. And that last part is the hardest, especially when you got a good heart. But it ain't too many people out there I can see that know anything about having that. All right? I think that it's most important for us to understand each other, but also understand ourselves enough to know that if we don't have all of the facts, then maybe there are certain things that we should not, and certain people that we should not be speaking on, which is one of the reasons why you don't see me speaking on anyone or many other things besides what you have seen on my channel. Okay? I'm giving you all this space so that you can get to know me better, so that you understand the type of person that I am. But I also understand that, this is a, secondary social media platform. And I say secondary for obvious reasons, but the brand is a primary brand. Okay? But the way that you all are using it is in a secondary and alternative way. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay? I understand. And so, when you put certain information out there, people going to do what they want to do with it. They're going to run with it. They're going to, create shit with it, whatever the case is. But the reality is the reality. Okay? And the reality is that don't none of y'all know me. You just been paid to stalk me, and you waiting on a payout for trying to hurt me or possibly my family. Keep it a buck with yourself and with everybody else. You don't know anything about me. You only know what people have told you. You only know what you've been able to dig up. You only know, you don't have anything straight from me. That's why I gave this to you. I'm not looking for you to be my friend. I'm looking for you to understand who it is that you are now targeting and who you have been targeting. This is called taking accountability. This is called being transparent and honest with people and allowing them to have that space, because now you are accountable for how you treat me, and you will be held accountable for how you treat me, because I've already shown you this is what I don't like, this is what I do like, this is who I am, such and such and such. It's like a relationship. It truly is. You know, you put your information out there with that person. These are my dislikes. These are my, deal breakers or whatever. And now that person is to be held accountable if they cross those boundaries. That's not just with the person who shared the information with them. That is a universal law. Once it's spoken out and I've given you that, that is me in a peaceful way saying, this is the person that I am. This is the person that I believe you had misunderstood with someone else. Maybe your perception of me didn't necessarily come off clear, or it wasn't clear or something like that. All right. So at the end of the day, what ain't gonna happen is people blaming me for some shit that I have not done, because I heard that that's already happened. Isn't that interesting how that happens? We got the janitor coming out right now. So you're going to hear something in the background. And I don't feel like pausing, so you're going to hear it. I chose my own path for a reason, It doesn't matter what you guys are trying to do. Trying to force me into a space where I would make some type of decision. I said, no, I chose my own path for a reason. And it may not, be picking up the way I want it to, but there's progress being made. There's progress for that, there's progress being made, and I'm grateful for that, because I know that I've been trying to do the best that I can do. Trying to figure out shit with literally no guidance. You feel me? With no damn guidance. That shit has been tough, So it is what it is. You always pick yourself up and do what you got to do. And for me, I've become pretty good at that.